Hey everyone, my name is Steve, and 4 days ago I was diagnosed with Ramsay Hunt Syndrome, and I wanted to make a video where I explain my experience with it, how I came to be diagnosed with it, the treatments that I'm on, and just overall how I'm feeling. So if there's anyone out there that's also dealing with this really rare disorder, maybe you can relate. I thought I would just start just by showing you a little bit about like what's going on with me with Ramsay Hunt. So first of all, I have paralysis on the left side of my face. You can probably see that in how I'm talking. If I give you a big smile, it looks like this. And that's a real smile, by the way, or at least a real effort at a smile. If I try to raise my eyebrows, you can see that the muscles on this side go up, and there's maybe a little muscle on this side, but mostly nothing. This side doesn't blink. It has not blinked in 4 days. And my speech is a little unclear. People tell me it's not too bad, but from my perspective and the actual feeling of the words coming out of my mouth feels a little funny. I feel like I'm not articulating super clearly, but people tell me it's not too bad. But anyway, so let me tell you a little bit about how I got this thing. About a week ago, I had this stomach bug. Not very fun, not very pleasant, and like 3 days into this stomach bug, I started developing this like really sharp pain in my ear. And I thought maybe I had like an ear infection on top of my stomach bug. My wife looked in my ear and she thought it looked like I had a spider bite inside my ear. Little strange, but I guess it's not like unheard of. So I set up an appointment with my primary care doctor. At this point, like the pain kind of like was intensifying in my ear, and then also on the left side of my throat, and like the left side of my head. My whole left side of my face, throat, and ear were all like pretty painful on top of the stomach bug. So I went to my PCP, he looked at my ear, he said, no ear infection, everything looks fine, keep drinking lots of fluids, blah, 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 you'll be okay. He was not super helpful, good doc, but in this case wasn't super helpful. So anyway, I went home. This was Wednesday, February 19th, my sister's birthday. What a wonderful way to celebrate my sister's birthday. So I went home, and the pain was just like really intensifying in my ear. I just kind of laid on the couch. That night, after brushing my teeth, I could not spit out the toothpaste. It just was not, I don't know what it was. My lips weren't like moving in that motion. I just couldn't get it out of my mouth. I had to kind of like shake it out like that. And I told my wife, I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but something's not right. And so she hopped on Google and she's like, oh, I think you have Bell's palsy. She's like, she told me to smile. I did that. She's like, yeah, you have, droopy face, paralysis on the left side. She's like, you need to go to the emergency room. So I drove myself to the emergency room. This was at like 11 p.m. Through a snowstorm. Very fun. The doctor did a couple tests on me. He used his hand. He pushed down on this eyebrow. He said, push up as hard as you can. He pushed down on this eyebrow. This is my paralyzed side. He said, push up. I couldn't do anything. He had me do a big smile. He had me do a bunch of different little facial things. And he says, you have Bell's palsy. And I said, okay, well, that's kind of what my wife thought too. And, but then, I thought I would just at least mention what I thought was a spider bite. I was like, hey doc, I have this like pain in my ear, and like my wife thinks she saw a spider bite. My primary care doctor said it was nothing. Would you take a look? So the emergency room doctor looked at my ear and he was like, I'll be right back. And then he like left the room, and I'm like, oh, what's going on here? So then he comes back in. He's like, you have Ramsay Hunt Syndrome. And I'm like, what? He's like, you have Ramsay Hunt Syndrome. Basically, it's the chicken pox, which you had when you were a kid, is like latent in your nervous system, and suddenly it just comes back, usually after some viral episode, in my case, the stomach virus. And it just comes back unexpectedly, and it causes, facial paralysis on the affected side. So that what my wife thought was a spider bite was actually, the chicken pox coming back, which is fun. So the doctor confirmed that was actually chicken pox, and I think I have another one in my throat down here, actually, to be honest with you. So the doc put me on prednisone, which is a steroid, and Valtrex, which is an antiviral. I've been taking them for 4 days. It's definitely helped the pain, for sure. I still do have pain in my head and ear, but it's bearable. It's not like it was 4 days ago. The actual muscles in my face, I feel like, are worse than they were 4 days ago. I feel like my face is more lopsided. I feel like even my resting face, which I'll show to you, is kind of lopsided, which wasn't like that 4 days ago. You can kind of see it. So a couple of things, if you're dealing with this or not, you probably know this, but I can't blink this eye, so this eye gets dried out really quick. I do eye drops like every hour. I also wear sunglasses almost all day long, even indoors, because since this eye doesn't blink and it's kind of like stuck wide open, the light is like very hypersensitive to this eye. So I'm just much more comfortable wearing sunglasses. I just wear them inside or wear them at night. I've been wearing them at night just because any little bit of light is bothersome. Eating is a little tricky. It's something that needs to be chewed a lot. Doesn't go down super easy. Again, I'm pretty sure I have chicken pox right there on the inside of my throat. So I've been having like a lot of yogurt and soup and things like that. Yeah, geez, I guess that's about it. I sleep with an eye shield, which because I can't really fully close this eye, it almost like simulates you closing your eye. It covers your eye like that. You have to tape it on. But anyway, in this upcoming week, I have a follow-up with ENT and my primary. So I hope I can make a series of videos about my experience with this disorder as time goes on. So this is 4 days out, and I'll check in with you guys maybe another couple weeks from now and a couple weeks after that. It is a rare disorder, but just hopping on the internet, I know there's other people out there that have this. So this can be something that that maybe some of you can relate to, and maybe we can connect. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, and stay safe and have a nice night. Bye, guys.